Hi, it's Dwyer. GamblersAdvisory.com, a free site. BettingAngle.us, a free site. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. Now, we're looking for casino mispricings. We'll take them wherever we find them. Whatever you think of the fighters, the betting line in the Ryan Garcia Rolly Romero fight is off kilter. It's out of whack. Ryan Garcia, coming off a 1-year suspension, is going off at a minus 700. Rolly Romero is a plus 650. In other words, they're telling you that if these guys fought 8 times, Ryan Garcia would win 7 of the 8. I'm not buying it. Who knows if Garcia has confidence when he's not on Osterin? I don't. Who knows if Garcia has tightened up a defense that is shaky in his year outside of the ring? I don't. For a fight where Garcia looks shaky defensively, looks like he's trying to do a Philly shell, but he doesn't quite know what he's doing against a puncher. Look at his fight against Oscar Duarte in Texas. This fight's going to be in Times Square in New York City. Who knows if the New York City crowd is going to get Garcia overexcited and reckless. Can we be blunt? We all have doubts about his mental makeup, especially since he publicly had a beer once before a fight. I don't know how Garcia is going to handle the New York City crowd. And understand, New York City crowds will challenge you. New York City crowds, no boxing. Right? Understand, Rolly is a slugger. But he knows he's a slugger. He's not in there trying to out-finesse you. The word finesse and Rolly Romero don't belong in the same sentence. Now, if you want to see Gervonta Davis against a slugger, afraid to open up, and I mean even more cautious than he was in the Lamont Roach fight, look at his fight against Rolly Romero. Romero is rough and tumble against even sluggers. Check out his fight against Ishmael Barrazo, where he gets hurt and keeps firing. Right? He got lucky, quite frankly, that the ref was a bit over-aggressive in that fight. Now, this fight, after a Ryan Garcia year off, is a 12-rounder. So Garcia is coming in off a layoff. He's fighting a slugger, a knockout puncher, and he's being asked to go 12 rounds in front of a tough New York City crowd. What could possibly go wrong? Because understand, he's priced here at a minus 700. Garcia is priced for perfection. If Garcia hadn't got suspended, he'd be lucky to get this line against this opponent. Now, Devin Haney tried to stay away. What else is new? Right? Devin Haney moved away from Ryan Garcia. Getting knocked down 3 times will do that to a brother. Right? And Haney was able to go the distance. I believe life is unfair. Whatever Rolly Romero has done in his life, just understand that he understands that he's fighting one of the faces of boxing. and that he needs a stoppage to win the fight. Right? Say what you want about Ryan Garcia. Understand, popularity, it's not like popularity only goes to those deserving. Right? This isn't a situation where, Ryan Garcia has treated the sport well, has fought all the big names, has put himself in a position where we'll say, okay, Dmitry Bivol, go ahead and fight Beterbiev. Or, okay, Beterbiev, we've seen you travel to the UK, fight Anthony Yard. We've seen you travel to the tri-state area, fight Joe Smith. We've seen you go to Canada, return to Canada, take out Callum Smith. You get to fight Dmitry Bivol. Ryan Garcia is not that guy. The public doesn't care. The public loves him. Understand, when you look at a division, you have to ask yourself a couple of questions. One of them is, who's the best in the division? Right? Often that guy's the champion. Then you have a second question. Who's the cash cow of the division? It's an independent question. Right? Sometimes the guys overlap. Sometimes they don't. Right? Rolly Romero has to realize that he's going to show up and the crowd is going to be for Ryan Garcia. Just like the crowd was for Ryan Garcia against Devin Haney. Say what you want about Devin Haney, but Devin Haney's actually fighting the Lomachenkos of the world. Right? Devin Haney goes up to 140. He fights Regis Prograis. Right? Devin Haney's a guy who's actually in fighting guys. Crowd didn't care. Ryan Garcia is able to show up wearing a crown, calling himself king. Right? Understand, the Canelos of the world might have a reason to do that. Ryan Garcia, even with a loss to Gervonta Davis at a lower weight class, is able to pull it off with the fans. Right? So, Rolly Romero is the slugger who's not kidding himself. He understands if this fight is close, if he's not the guy knocking down Ryan Garcia like Ryan Garcia knocked down Devin Haney, Romero knows he's not going to get the decision. So Romero is going to be going for broke for 12 rounds in a fight in which he's a greater than 6-1 underdog, right? Plus 650. He's going to be going for broke for 12 rounds. He understands, I need a stoppage to win this fight. So let's get a taste of these outsized odds. The bet I like, when you see a mispricing, you want to take advantage of the mispricing. The mispricing here is Rolly Romero a plus 650. Folks, I'm not saying Romero reminds you of Ray Leonard. But what I am saying is Romero's been in the ring with people like Gervonta Davis. Right? I mean, boxing's more competitive than this, especially when the guy you're fighting has been out for a year on suspension. The bet I like is Rolly Romero simply to win at a plus 650. Hedged with Ryan Garcia by stoppage. He has 12 rounds to land that big punch. Even in a fight where he was struggling, the Oscar Duarte fight, he landed the big punch. It's Ryan Garcia by stoppage at a minus 333. Understand, many gamblers don't hedge. They see a prop like Garcia by stoppage, minus 333, and they say, that's too damn expensive. Why would I take that? But when you have a hedge, when I'm actually getting a plus 650 on the other side of the play, then Garcia at a minus 333 is doable. The gap between the plus 650 and the minus 333 makes the hedge possible. but I need for everyone to understand the risk involved. If this fight goes the full 12 and the heavy favorite, Ryan Garcia, right, coming back from a suspension, wins the match by decision, you lose it all. That's the risk we're taking. Let me know what you think. I hope you leave your comments in the comment section of this YouTube video. Thanks for stopping by.